Howdy, all y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I got a new subscriber. Thank you. I appreciate your interest in my channel as a eclectic or eccentric or weird or whatever you might want to call it. Well, first of all, I've got two bagpipe chanters that there's no markings on them, so I have no clue where they're from. So I'm gonna see if anybody can identify these chanters on my camera. So that's the first one. And the second one, I thought almost looked like a shepherd, but who can say? Right there. Now, neither one of them have been carved, as far as I can tell. Maybe the low one, but anyway, just to get that out of the way. So I have a set of drumming pipes that I first started to compete with. I was wrestling with one of my cats this morning and he got me good. So anyway, I like my cats. So anyway, I decided that I was going to bring my drones back online, and so I ordered some stuff from. Yes, I do business with Henderson's imports. So anyway, my drumrins, I started out competing with them. This was back a bunch of years ago in Southern California, and they have a really big kintail sound to them, and I like them. And there's a person out there who now plays kintails drones because of the influence of mine, I think. Not that I'm going to be egoist about it. So anyway, I decided I'm going to bring my drumrins back online, and the chanter that I have for them is a chrome phenolic chanter. That phenolic resin is something that was invented back in the 30s or something like that. It's kind of like plastic, but this chanter on these pipes is it's pitched a little bit low compared to modern pipe band tuning, but because of the way the trends are with the way solo piping is going, it looks like I might be back in the ballpark again with this chanter. And I love this chanter because it's loud, and my drummer and drones are loud, or they have a big presence, I'll put it that way. I haven't figured out how to record them on my camera that or my with my microphone that I'm using right now. It's a Snowball Ice, and then I have another blue microphone that, you know, I'm just learning, and I'm kind of lazy on that part. So anyway, what I'm going to bring my drumrins back online, and I ordered some stuff from Henderson's. Now, I have to confess, kind of the egoist thing that I've been doing lately is, well, I definitely can't play a super hard reed, and I've been trying to use up the medium reeds that I have. Sorry, I'm not looking at you guys, but I'd rather not stab myself with my pocket knife. So, I do business with Henderson's, and they have a set of pipes that, ooh, these got the good poppy ones. My cats are going to be out. What's that? So, just so you guys know, I actually do buy stuff, and you saw me open the box. I buy semi-regularly. I'm not wealthy, I'm not sponsored, and I'm not asking for sponsors, but I just spent $200 with Henderson's, and I'm not using that as a saving grace. It's just that infrequently I've been doing business with them over the years, and well, as a matter of fact, I bought my first chanter, which is a McClellan chanter from them, and from another piper who, he's from Canada, and he decided that he doesn't like me anymore because my politics don't fit his politics, which is okay. So, you know, I'm not, it's disappointing because I actually admired him, and I probably still do admire him. It's just, you know, politics is kind of, that's just the way it is, you know. So, I got, for my drum runs, I got balanced tone reeds, drone reeds. Now these are just the regular ones. These aren't the high resonance ones, which actually mellowed out my drum runs pretty well. But my intention right now is that, well, you know, I've been getting medium reeds and then working them down to where I play them. So I got 6 Abador easy reeds, and I've been using the Abador reeds since I first started piping, and they work. These reeds, chanter reeds, and I'm not discounting any others, is that I have an acquaintance friend in Southern California, who I want to try his reeds, but on the Henderson's website and other places, they're expensive for my level of playing, and I'm not going to ask him. I'm one of those people that when I have friends or acquaintances that are in a certain group that I know, McGarity reads, my pipe mentor Davey is playing a chanter right now with a McGarity reed in it, and oh my gosh, it just sounds awesome. And I want some McGarity reeds, but I'm not going to ask for a freebie or anything like that. And yeah, I'm going to have to break down and buy some. And look, the way I look at it is I'm supporting somebody else. I'm not trying to, because I don't make any money doing this, and I haven't done any busking for a while, but my schedule's changed, so I don't want to ramble off on that. So, but Abador reeds are what I started out with. I know what to expect when I play them. They've always been consistent, and I think I started piping around 2000. And then some people are going to say, well, how come you're piping so bad if you've been playing for so long? Well, guess what? This isn't the focus of my life. I love piping, and it means a lot to me. And I play for myself, and I do my YouTube channel because I have some unique interests, and in the bagpiping world, and accidentally I got into Pakistani bagpipes, because when I started, I didn't know any better. I started piping by myself, and I taught myself just about everything. And yes, I know I have a bad sense of rhythm, because, well, there's two things, and it runs in my family. Is I'm stubborn, for one thing, and the second thing is I'm stubborn, and the third thing is I don't know where it comes from. If somebody tells me to do something, in my head I automatically rebel against it. So I don't know where that comes from. So yes, I have a couple of metronomes, and they're in my pipe box, which is around here somewhere. So, and when I do use my metronome, I had a Korg ear-mounted metronome. No, it wasn't Korg, it was another brand. Way back in the day, like I'm old. Well, I am old. But anyway, it was an ear-mounted metronome, which actually helped immensely. And in the corner way back there, you'll see a wind-up metronome, tick-tock one, and that actually works pretty well. The hardest thing for me is to play slowly to a metronome, because it's distracting. I'm trying to listen to the metronome while I'm playing, and so I'm trying to play down to what's going on on the metronome, aside from what's going on in my head. So, I can make excuses all day long. I'm still going to play the pipes, no matter what. And I don't know what, in the ancient days, what they did for a metronome, out in the Highlands. So that's that. I'm not making any excuses. I know that everybody likes to play slow and precise and with precision, kind of like an old Scottish steam engine. You just kind of chug along, and everything's exactly precise, and the exhaust note comes out at the right time and everything like that. That's, admirable, because it's the hardest thing for me to do. And people on the West Coast of the United States who have heard my piping, they know, and I've competed, and I've done okay in the competition when I settle down and settle in and actually obey the rules. But it's well, okay, it's fun, but it's stressful. And there's a couple of judges on the West Coast, and I don't remember their names. I'm still bleeding from my cat. Not bleeding, but anyway, who don't like my piping. And in Riverside, I alienated a judge by accident, because I wasn't prepared, and I had played a tune, and he was actually very polite, but he says, I don't know what tradition you're trying to put forward, but that's not what I want to hear. So he was polite about it. He's very Scottish, and so I screwed that up, and hopefully 15 years ago he doesn't remember me. I don't know. I'm never going to move back to California, but I would like to compete in California, because that's kind of, as far as piping, that's my homeland. So there it is. So anyway, all I did is I bought some waxed hemp and some fluffy hemp, because I'm going to try something, because I think with fluffy hemp is, if I anchor the hemp on my tuning pins with some cobbler's wax, and then use that instead of just the waxed hemp, it'll give more flexibility, because my drum runs have a couple of spots where they they probably need to be reamed to bring out the tuning spot, because these pipes, I mean, I got a good deal on them. I don't remember how much I paid for them, but I love them. If I could get a set of Kintails, I would get them in a split second. But you know, I've got, like, my pipe instructor from California, he says, you got enough nice sets of pipes. And he had some pumpkin Kintails that I wanted really bad, and he said, and he was gonna sell them. Well, he sold them, and I call them pumpkin Kintails because they're blackwood, and the mounts and the ferrules, whatever, I don't know for sure how that's pronounced, but he said, well, you got enough nice sets of pipes, you don't need any more. So he would not sell those pumpkin Kintails to me, which is kind of a bummer, because my drum runs, I don't know, they're worth it to me, but to resell them, to get them refurbished, probably not worth the price of getting them refurbished, but I still love them. So anyway, I've got a chrome phenolic resin chanter that's coming back into popular tune favor, and I got my easy Abador reeds, so that I'm hopefully going to be able to just plug them in and play right away instead of massaging, because that's the most frustrating part and the tiring part, is breaking in a new reed when you're trying to do something. And then I've got some brand new balance tones, the regular balance tones, so these drones are going to be really loud and really crunchy, so I'll probably only be able to record on my cell phone. And the good thing is, I kind of got a sideways pass on from one of the people where I work, that there's an area where that has pretty good acoustics. And I'll leave it at that. So anyway, there it is. Thanks for my new subscriber. I appreciate you. You know, every single one of you guys that tunes in and watch my stuff, I subscribe to your channel. I try to watch as many of your guys' stuff as possible, and I just appreciate it. I have a hard time not subscribing to a lot of channels, because I'm curious about other people, and I like, you know, other music. I like classical music, I like Baroque, I like bluegrass. You know, of course, everybody likes rock and roll, unless you're an old fuddy-duddy, which is fine, it's allowed. So anyway, there it is, and I've stopped bleeding. So I'm going to complete this video, and then I've got my practice pipes from Bagpipes Galore out, and so we'll see what I'm going to post today. Now I'm planning on starting to play some stuff faster, just because for me, okay, there's a little dog, well, cats get the same thing. A dog that we used to have, his name was Toby, and he was a Bichon Frise. So every now and then he would get the fritzes and just run around the house and tear up the carpet, and my cats do the same thing, and they attack each other, and they attack me, and you know, they're just happy to be alive. And my cats, for whatever reasons, despite what another group of people say, they like my music, it makes them happy, and they run around the house and bother me. So that's my motivation, and they've actually, you know, if I don't play for a couple of days, they act like they're being depressed. So they like the sound of the pipes, like weird cats. So anyway, this long video, But I'm still out there supporting the network. Oh yeah, Henderson's has a set of concert A pipes that I'm waiting for some things to happen, and I might be getting a set of those because I really like the sound of that set of pipes. My problem is I tend to acquire things and then not play them. So right now my conundrum is what am I going to play regularly? Most likely it'll be my David Nail drones and my I just ordered a Shepherd Chanter because there's a band local to my area that uses Shepherd Chanters. So my David Nails are fine. I'm gonna try those out. Oh, actually today I can put my Easy Read in those, get those working, and I can have my Drumrins working, and then I have a set of Robertsons that I'm gonna have to check out with the easier reads. So I might have 3 sets of pipes working. So anyway, I'm fizzling out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, honestly, because I know that my piping isn't exactly what everybody wants. And I'm not trying to be popular, and I'm not trying to be a rebel. It's just that my Pakistani pipe or bagpipes actually ended up as an accident, because when I first started, I was an island in a vast ocean. I didn't know anything about Scotland. I didn't know anything of Scottish. I didn't know any Scottish traditions. Come to find out, in northern England, Scotland, there's a lot of traditions that are different. In Ireland, where, you know, who knows what traditional music is. I have a feeling of what traditional music is. I'm not on that line because my skills, I didn't start piping till I was 40, and I started alone, and I'm self-taught. You know, so there are certain things I'm not going to be a pro at. But the Pakistani pipes were kind of an accident because I didn't know any better. I started out with them, and I still have my very first set of Pakistani great pipes, which, well, we'll see. And I still have my Chinese pipes. So, you know, a lot of projects, but I'm still working full-time. But my mornings are free now because I work nights. And my cats love it. And so there it is. And I should get something done before it starts to warm up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the new subscriber. And thanks for watching this big long ramble. Have a good day. And there it is. Bye.